Xdefiant, you had one job. You had one job, and that job was to release. That's all you had to do was release. You had the hype. You had the build-up. You had a fan base building together. You literally had people posting daily content of a game that wasn't even released yet. You had YouTube channels that were dedicating themselves to this video game that hasn't even released yet. You had one job, and you couldn't do it. You couldn't release the damn game. And I understand it's not, what's his name, Mark. I get it. It's not entirely, it's not his fault. I'm sure there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's going on. I know Ubisoft, however you pronounce that stupid company. I know I've seen all these articles about their culture, and they just released one game, and apparently, it's just, they're going through some hard times right now. And I get it. But, God, way to miss an opportunity. And it's not Xdefiant itself, it's Ubisoft as a whole. Like, if they're struggling as a company, whatever's going on behind the scenes, or whatever toxic, anything that's going on, I'm not going to make false accusations because I haven't done the research. I'll be honest, I don't care to do the research. I got better things to do than to see what Ubisoft is going, like what's going on with Ubisoft. I don't work there. I'm not an employee. I don't play their games that much, but God, how do you mess up? How do you fumble this bad? Like, this could have saved you. Free-to-play game that could have had a battle pass and maybe a couple cool skins or whatever, kind of like what everybody else is doing nowadays. Could have made a couple mil. Could have made a couple bands off of that. Off a free-to-play game. All you had to do was release the thing and make sure you were backing up the team and whatever's going on, just to release the game. Call of Duty, downhill. Battlefield, downhill. FPS in general. Like, all the good FPS games are mainly on PC now, I feel like. There's no casual game. There's no casual action arcade shooter like there used to be on console back in the day. Now if you really want to be hardcore into first-person shooters, you got to be playing on PC, like Arma. Ready or Not, that could be on console too. I don't know. Like, there's Ready or Not, Squad, Insurgency, Sandstorm. There's a lot of games. You could roast me in the comments if these are on Xbox. I haven't played a console in quite a while now, but it doesn't matter. All right, first-person arcade shooter has been stale, and the games I just mentioned aren't even arcade shooters. Those are all realism. Everyone's going this realism route, and Call of Duty's like right in the middle where they can't make up their mind, and they end up sucking at whatever they're trying to accomplish. Literally all they had to do was release the game because Modern Warfare 3 was a massive letdown. It was a copy and paste. And I'll be honest, they just dropped Rebirth, so now would be a bad time for Xdefiant to release because Rebirth got me back on. I already got 8 wins on Rebirth within 2 days of playing the game. 7 on one day and 1 within an hour of the other. Like, I'm pretty crazy. I'm pretty cracked, all right? I talk bad on the game, but I'm cracked. And I'll say it how it is. Rebirth is fun. And Xdefiant, don't drop the game right now because Call of Duty just dropped OG Rebirth, which everybody's been waiting for. They're going to be playing that. You should have dropped maybe 6 months ago to build the fan base up. You should have dropped a month ago. You should have dropped 2 months ago. You should have dropped 3 years ago. And I get it, the game wasn't finished. You want a fully polished game. If the CEO, which he's probably not, or whoever's directing this game, Matt, I don't, no disrespect. I honestly forgot his name. I just know it starts with an M, I think. You could comment on this. You probably won't see it. I love you for trying to compete with Call of Duty, but it's gonna come to the point to where the game's gonna be ready, and the next COD is gonna come out, and there's gonna be hype because it's gonna be probably a Black Ops title, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Black Ops! Call of Duty cycle. It's a Black Ops game. Hasn't been a Black Ops game in like 3-4 years now. It's gonna be good. It's gotta be good until they remember skill base still exists, and it's probably gonna be copy and paste. And these Call of Duty executives and directors and whoever don't have any creative flow and don't let people think. They don't let people be creative. That's just how it is. But everyone buys into the hype like zombies, and they're not going to play a new game like Xdefiant. Xdefiant was supposed to release a week ago. It was supposed to release 1 week ago on the 31st or something, or within the first quarter of this year, and it didn't happen. And it's at the point now where all the comments, it's like split in half. I see a ton of comments of people saying, I don't even care anymore. I stopped caring. Game lost its hype before it even dropped. And there's other people who are like me, who, I'm not gonna I'm not going to get down on my knees for this game, but at the same time, I'm going to give it a chance. I hope it's good, but who knows? Look at all these other popular first-person shooters in all these games. They blow up and then they die real fast. Look at Pal World. Pal World, everyone hyping it up, 1 million users, and I looked at it, and it's like 20,000 now. That's an insane drop. And who knows what's going to happen with Helldivers. I hope it stays consistent, but that could be the same scenario. It blew up larger than anybody imagined because everyone's just trying to find their eternal users. And it could be a good game. These games can be good, but when it comes to a sustainable fan base, it seems like people aren't hooked on this game for a year, for 6 months. It's kind of like a 1 month or a couple week thing, and then it kind of dies out. Everyone's got short attention spans nowadays, so it's a little hard to keep them grabbed in. That's why companies like Call of Duty and Battlefield got us by the nuts, because everyone this is all that's on our mind is Battlefield and COD, and even if they suck, that's all we want. But man, rest in peace, Xdefiant. I wish you the best. I hope you release. If it does release, I'll make content on it. But as of right now, it's just not looking good. Ubisoft isn't looking good. Xdefiant isn't looking good. The best thing that's going on right now is Jinxie brought back Rainbow Six. And apparently Rainbow Six came back with a really good update. I don't play the game, but good for them. I guess that's one good thing for Tom Clancy. Because Tom Clancy was actually Xdefiant was supposed to be Tom Clancy, if you didn't know that. And they dropped the name, I guess, to separate itself, to give its own hype. But who knows? I'll be at the funeral. I'll see you all in attendance. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and I'll see you in the next one.